Well, the 4P's framework had its roots in consumer product marketing, and it plays a very useful role there and continues to do so. And as B2B companies became more market-oriented, they borrowed the tools, the frameworks that made B2C companies successful. But I think over time what's happened, they found the utility and the value of the 4P's constructs or the 4P's concepts has not been as applicable or as much of a value add. The 4P's have been really very much product focus on technology, where the business-to-business customer is really keen to get a broader solution to their business challenges, and they're looking for a partner, too, who will understand those challenges, help to educate them on what new solutions might be available. But there's a need for a much broader solutions-oriented mindset versus what existed previously, which was more of a product-oriented mindset.
When you look at the 4P's within the B2B space, I think what my team and I thought about was that the 4P's were overly simplistic for B2B. A P for product, kind of narrowed or offering to the end customer. The value of what we offer is not in the individual products. It's actually on addressing customer problems and pulling a whole solution together that's made up of Motorola content, but also third-party content in many cases where we bring channel partners or other vendors in, but we're the company that's facilitating the implementations.
So we're not the first people to think that the 4P's framework needs to be amended to make it more applicable in the B2B context. And typically, people have looked at it from one of two dimensions, either that it is somehow incomplete and that we need to add other P's, purpose, people, even packaging has been suggested to somehow provide a more complete view of marketing's task, or that, frankly, we need to throw away the 4P's framework altogether because it's too product-centric and come up with something else that is more customer-centric. What was quite humbling for us in this process was realizing that the 4P's framework was actually fundamentally intact in concept, and that the problem was not that it was incomplete, it was just that each P was too narrowly defined for the B2B context. We just needed to broaden the focus from product to solution, from place to access, from price to value, and from promotion to education to provide a clear framework within which B2B marketers could develop effective marketplace strategies.
So when you flip the 4P's and put them on the S.A.V.E. model, it allows for the marketers to take a broader view on what we need to deliver.
I think there's three challenges to implementing S.A.V.E. in an effective way. Changing the mindset to being focused on what the customer is really seeking. In other words, becoming more customer-centric, I think is oftentimes a large challenge within strong B2B companies that have had the very clear engineering and product focus. The second is structure. How do you reorganize the different components within the organization to ensure the right solution to the right customer? To make it all come together, there needs to be strong alignment and collaboration. And it's not just between sales and marketing, but it's within those vertical specialists, communication specialists, and the technology specialists as well.
If you're going to move from a product-centric organization to a solution-centric organization, that not only involves starting looking at the customer in a vertical sense, but how does your portfolio change? What role does the service team play in there? Do you need to bring in any additional software components to enable the solution to be sellable? So that takes time in an organization to evolve. So when you look at companies that have moved from a product-centric to a solution-centric approach, it's a multi-year, and in some cases, multi-decade journey. Business transformation is one of the things that are top of mind in many CEOs' agenda. And when you peel the onion back and you look at what actually do we mean by business transformation? Part of it is streamlining the processes and the systems to be able to be more efficient within the cost structure. But business transformation also has to do with how you interact with your customer. If you're going to be a customer-centric company, IT has to move from the back office into the front office component. And you got to define strategically how systems interact with customers, channel partners, and employees. By having both IT and marketing on the same structure, you're able to transform your cost structure, but also transform how you interact with customers.
B2B differs from B2C on many dimensions: the complexity of the product, the number of people involved in the purchase decision, and so on. But it's actually the nature of differentiation, the meaning of differentiation, that we believe is the core difference. In B2C environments, differentiation is relative to competition. It's what are the relative advantages of my product versus their product. In the B2B context, the focus of differentiation should be relevance to the customer need. Can I provide something that is distinctively valuable in this particular context to this particular customer?